shoot again with Akkad. We'll move this guy onto the sheep and then we'll take another shot. And then I think we'll move on to, I think maybe we'll move there. And we'll let the city take out that brute and we'll let this guy whittle down the camp. And then that way we'll kill 2 birds with 2 stones. So not the usual way, at least. Right, so we're going to get the Colossus now. We've been waiting to start building that for quite a while now. Still on production, folks, that's alright, I suppose. We're growing much quicker now. What about here? We want to get a library here. And that way we'll be able to build a national college. Do we need to look at making another city? Yeah, I think we do. Because we never realised just as to how close everyone is to us. Maybe here we'll settle, or in fact to get that iron, it's even more tempting to settle there now, and then we'd be able to get Alluru again, but I don't know, it's so risky, so risky. So here we go, we're attacking on 2 fronts, and everyone knows that 2 fronts is better than 1, I suppose, well actually it's debatable, unless you've got like enemies all around your base. Maybe 2 fronts is not so good. Right, let's finish that, and now we've got 7 happiness. Take that shot, and we'll move him forward, and we'll take another shot. What we're going to do, we're going to go over to Rameses. Okay, so he's not actually utilising his 2nd cotton yet. Unless he's already... Okay, so he's already traded it out to someone. I'm going to assume it was probably the Germans that he's done it with. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Let's go back then. Unit needs orders. Bowman, what do you want? This way. Anyone else want anything? No. Okay, next turn. I'm really speeding through the turns now. Optics next turn, so instead of having to make a worker troll through here, we're just going to have him hop into the sea, and then we'll hop him out again on that copper. Another shot, another shot. Next tech, we'll go for mathematics. So if we do decide to declare war in the coming turns... Oh man, what have I done? Okay, that was a bit of a mistake. If we do decide to declare war in the coming turns, we've got catapults. And they are the mainstay for any siege operation early game. And they actually last for quite a while too. One more shot. Okay, so that archer's going to spend a turn moving into the camp, which gives us an extra turn shooting. Are they going to use the Behringer crater whatsoever? It doesn't look like it. Simply because I think they're too busy focusing on the food, really. Okay, I suppose that's right. Again, we need to start to consider settling our 3rd city. Take a shot. We chose the opposite promotion this time, so now he's got a bonus on rough and light terrain. Oh, I thought there was a city-state border there. So we only know that there's 1 city-state there, but we've not actually seen who it is. So Consul Shaka of the Zulus, he's shaking his head at me. Look at him. His eyes have gone red. He's that frustrated, and he's filled with so much stress. That's actually why he wears the hat, just to hide the fact that he's like losing hair from all the stress, because Montezuma is declaring war on him, trying to take his city, Bulawayo, and then he's gonna romp onto Ulundi, and then it's gonna be game over, really. And it's a shame, but actually it's not. Well, it might be, but I don't know. It depends. We've not really had time enough to form a friendship with him, I suppose. So maybe it's not a shame at all. I mean, he could be like committing genocide among his people, but I don't really know at all. Right, let's get 1 more mine. Hopefully someone will come to us with an offer to trade the copper with someone. And if that's the case, we'll get even more happiness coming in for when we do settle our next city, because as soon as we finish the Colossus, we are going to try and get another settler. Right, so we've got... Right, so we're going to get a policy next turn, actually. And I think we may choose the Golden Age one. Finish off him. Take the camp. Brilliant. Another 16 gold. We're still losing gold per turn. That'll be fixed in 3 turns, and also to rectify that, we're going to get currency, and if we're lucky, we may even be able to get Petra in Akkad. I'm not too sure if that's how it's pronounced. It may be, may not be, I don't know. So, time for farms now. Babylon has all of its mines being worked. 11 production per turn coming in. So, we're gonna get farms, and that'll hopefully increase our food output. We also maybe need to look at getting a cargo ship. Let's look at how much gold. Okay, they're not making enough, because we don't want to just make a 6 gold per turn deal. If we can, I would much rather in this... Ooh, who's this? Oh, George Washington of America. Brilliant. Howdy. That was a pretty poor impression, I suppose. Well, actually, it just was, yeah. But look at this, I think we've already found Washington. So, that'll give us +1 happiness for each city you own, and -5% unhappiness from citizens in non-occupied cities. But I think we want to get the Golden Age, and also it'll reduce the cost of the next social policy by 33%, and all of the rest thereafter. Right, so we can't get a cargo ship, which tells us that we can't actually reach Babylon. It goes too far around here. So, I think we may need to get, what is it? It's compass, I think. Yeah, extends the range of sea trade routes. So we need to get compass. But I think as soon as we've got currency, we're going to get horseback and drama poetry. We'll get civil service, see if we can't get Chichen Itza. One of the more difficult ones to get, but it is brilliant if you do manage to get it. We're going to go for a... Should we go for a lighthouse? I feel as if though we should. Or maybe even a national college. No, not a national college. We'll get a lighthouse. And we'll continue to move south with our bowmen. We'll move them across to the west of the peninsula just to make sure there's no bandits and barbarians there for when we do go towards setting an next city, because it seems pretty safe around here now. Having said that, there's probably just going to be a camp appear out of the blue, and it's going to take our worker, and it'll be game over. Oh, look at this though. We've got the Colossus. Here we go. So we gain an additional trade route slot and a cargo ship. Ooh, now I'm not too sure if we'll... Okay, so we can actually use... Okay, so we can't use the trade... We can't use the cargo ship at all. It's just going to be there wasting money. But it's alright because we're now on 11 gold per turn. Brilliant. Get a national... Ooh, national college. No, we'll get the settler and then we'll get the national college, because by the time the settler's gone there, we'll have hopefully finished national college, so hopefully the timing will be perfect on that. Meanwhile, Akkad is busy building the lighthouse. 5 turns left on that, and also they have 5 turns to grow, whilst Babylon has... Oh yes, Babylon can't actually grow, so we'll move off that tile because we're building a settler, and whilst you're building a settler you can't grow your city. So we'll do that and reset. No, don't want to work that because I'm getting a settler. Go off that too. What else can we work? We'll work that one. Okay. Well no, we'll just work the science one, and then that'll be it. 26 science per turn that way. And then I think we're going to build a quarry on that stone. I think it's best if we continue to... Or actually no, we'll just make a deal with him, get embassy, hopefully, instead of having to rifle around his borders constantly. There we go. Oh, so that's not actually his capital. His capital's there. Whoa, so New York is bigger than his capital. It's size 8. We've only got a size 5 and a size 3. This is quite worrying, actually. We're going to have to really step up our food game. In the meantime, we're going straight for civil service. Just want to get a quarry. Still can't do anything with him, so we're going to need to get compass fairly soon too. Look how quick that gold has actually dropped as well, simply because I don't even know why. Is there certain tiles that we stopped working? Oh, why did we stop working now? What's going on? Man, what are they doing? Okay, we'll just reset the tiles. Default focus. There we go. That way we're getting the sides, we're getting those two. We're not using that one, but that's alright, I suppose. So let's get our settler. We'll move him across. We'll bring this guy back too. Look, there's a hand axe just like waiting for our settler to have spawned. But no, we're not going to let him take us. We're just going to carry him in the convoy the whole way there. So there's not actually... Ooh, what? Oh, okay. We need to move this guy. Yeah. Makes sense. There's not much point in moving onto the grassland because either way we'll only be able to get one step onto that sheep. So we'll move him into the forest and we'll stack him on our bowman. And that'll also give our worker a bit of cover, just in case everyone comes in this direction. And it does look as if there they are. There's got to be a camp here. It must be there. I think that might be the only place I didn't check. So we're going to bring him up hopefully, and he'll be able to find out whether that's the case or not. But this worker's safe for now at least. Even next turn, if he moves there, we'll be able to move right across and get back into Babylon. So we've finished our lighthouse. We're going to get a market next, because we need to start increasing our... Oh, actually no. We're going to get a workboat and then we'll get the market. Has that added it? No, it's not. Okay. Wait, what happened? The farm has been destroyed. Oh, so annoying. Leave us alone. We don't want you destroying our place. Okay, he's not going to listen. Gonna have to take the fight to him and destroy him, essentially. If it's safe for the settler, we'll bring the bowman back this turn. The golden age has ended too, so we may have a bit of trouble with our happiness. But it's alright, we'll... And actually our gold's gone down to 0 as well. It looks like he might be planning on a warpath, or maybe it's just because the barbarian camp is actually there. Oh, look at this though. He wants to make us a deal, but let's do a nice happiness deal, and that'll quell our happiness when we settle our third city. Here we go, we finished drama and poetry. Getting horseback riding next. So let's move him onto the observatory, we'll cover that. It's going to destroy that next turn, sadly, but it should be alright. Wow. Dorukurigal. I like how it went from just being Babylon to then being like even easier, just Akkad, and then now it's that. I'm not even going to try, I might just rename it, I don't know. Let's get a granary here. We'll edit it, we'll call it Babylon 2.0. There we go. Brilliant. And here's the camp. It's been causing all the trouble. We're going to take that out. Actually, looks like they're going to take it out. We're not able to cut across, so we may as well just shoot, and we'll get the bonus of XP. Oh no! Oh man, I've just been really stupid. Because we never gave the National College the time to finish. No. Oh man, that was pretty basic error, that. Okay, well we're gonna get a market then. We need to increase our gold output anyhow, and then we're also going to get a lighthouse in Babylon. Okay, so 2.0 has just ruined the game for us. Thanks a lot, 2.0. Though we may be able to redeem ourselves. We'll get the cargo ship in Akkad and we'll have it send in food hopefully to 2.0. So we're going to change home city, send it to Akkad. There we go. And we're going to bring this guy back so we can repair all the stuff that's been broken. So we'll move one. Okay, so we can't actually shoot. But that's alright, we'll send him home now. He's done his job, done a bit of exploring. Maybe there's another camp here though that we're going to have to deal with. I did see a Egyptian guy there. Are they planning something? I think they might just be planning a coup. They're going to take us out. I hope not. Look at him with their warriors, but we'll just hold our bow. We'll knock some arrows, have them aiming right at all their heads, and then they'll be like, "Man, this is too risky. We're not doing this." But look at this. Babylon 2.0 is getting 8 food in. We may just call it New Babylon to reflect how New York's going in its massive food increase ability skill thing. There we go. Copper fixed. Babylon 2.0 has grown, and it's like 10 turns? What's going on? I'm really confused. Why is the food gone down so soon? Oh, it's because we're unhappy. Okay. So we're going to need to deal with that. And getting the copper's not. So it looks like we're going to have to get a worker up there and work the ivory. What else could we do? Have we unlocked building circuses yet? No, we need construction for that. Yeah, let's take a couple of shots at this guy. And we'll finish him off next turn. Oh, look. We've gone back to happy again. Okay. I'm quite confused by that. I don't understand why it just randomly dipped below 0. But either way, we'll get our market next turn, another market the turn after, and also a granary. Bismarck is a threat to the stability of the world. No thanks. I think often if you get yourself stuck in wars with other civs very early in the game, it can be very problematic. It's much easier just to annihilate them slightly later game when you've advanced so far in the tech that it just makes it impossible for the enemy to catch up with you. Especially when you get frigates. I love frigates and privateers. I think that's how we're going to take out Thebes. Just going to send one frigate and a privateer. Just like get a few men with swords, have them charge the city, and we'll be firing. It'll just be like that scene at the start of Pirates of the Caribbean. They're gonna have Captain Jack like hiding inside Stonehenge, or maybe even Terracotta Army. I think that's Terracotta Army. That's quite a good idea actually. I think if I was a prisoner and I was being held there, I'd be pretty freaked out too, because you don't know which one is an actual guard and which one's just like a fake statue. I'd not try anything. I don't want to die in that case. What else could we get? Oracle, +3 culture per turn, free social policy. I think we're alright on the culture now. We're on 10 per turn. Could get a Parthenon +4. Great Lighthouse, I doubt we'd be able to get that anymore. Ooh, Mausoleum of Halicarnus. I'm pretty sure that is a Babylonian thing. Apparently not. The ruler of Caria? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. But it does make you get +2 gold from stone. Though I suppose that's not really going to be worth much in this case, I suppose. Could get a mint for the silver, but it's alright. What we will get, we'll get stoneworks. +1 happiness, +1 production. And also I think, what is it? What's the other thing? Okay, marble and stone give you +1 production as well. Okay. What do we want here? Okay, we really need Petra. Wait. Oh, I was going to say, I thought it said 9 turns, and I was like, what? What's going on there? So, production focus. Okay, so that decreased it by 3 turns. I think it's going to be a difficult one to get. No, we don't want that. We want a worker and we want Petra. We're going to remove the settler. We're going to get the worker first. He'll be able to hopefully do something useful, maybe, if we're lucky. Although in fact it's actually a lot quicker for us to build Petra in Babylon 2.0. I think that's what we're going to do. That way, if we get Petra here, we'll be able to have Babylon send in the food to Akkad, and that way this city is actually quite sorted on the food then. Especially if it uses some of these grassy tiles too. So we're going to get a mine with our worker. We're going to continue to head out. We're just going to finish clearing up that little bit of fog of war. We've not really explored that much when you look at it. We've spent most of the time filling stuff in. Though having said that, it's quite reasonable to see why when you consider we've got so many militaristic civs. And you can see they've just got like 1,000,000 jaguars and the catapult just right outside Teotihuacan, just waiting to be thrown at us on a moment's notice. It's quite unnerving, gotta say. Okay, so let's get that mine sorted, and we're gonna get stoneworks in 2 turns. We'll unlock civil service next turn, so we'll be able to get Chichen Itza. Brilliant. Okay, it does look as if though he may be coming for us. I'm really hoping he doesn't, but I've got a feeling he's going to. Okay, so he doesn't want a joint declaration of friendship. There's no chance of that on the table with most of these civs, I think, to be fair. Yeah, he's really making his way towards us, isn't he? Are we able to buy the walls? 260 they're going to cost. Okay, so I think before we get Chichen Itza, we're really going to have to probably think about getting some more warriors, because he's well on his way towards us. We're going to fortify these two here. Now, the last social policy in the Liberty Tree is going to deal with our happiness. Well, it's not really, as it's just made it 0 again, which I suppose is alright. What do we want? I know, I'll get a great engineer. And then what we'll do, we'll set it to Chichen Itza, we'll auto-build that, and then we'll build a ton of units to really deal with this problem. What else could we get? Well, we can get pikemen now, and that is way ahead of his jaguars, so we shouldn't need to worry too much about Taken, provided we can destroy his catapult. So we'll go for theology, and then we'll get compass. And then that way we can put our... what are they called? Cargo ships to proper use, hopefully. So we're just going to leave him zuzzing for now. In most situations I would just make them into manufactories, but in this case there's not much need. I think it's much better that we confirm that we'll get that tech. Right, Chichen Itza. Let's check how much it costs first. How do we check? 201. How much would we get if we use the hurry production? Perfect. 201. There we go. Done. Finished. Bam. And meanwhile, we're going to send him... I think we'll send him over to Akkad, actually. We could really do with using the elephants, especially if we are going to have war declared on us. Meanwhile, can we purchase a unit? We can't. Oh, we could purchase another bowman. I think we will. Brilliant. And we'll have him waiting in the city. Oh yeah, brilliant. America's on our side. And look at this. He's finally declared war. Backstab is such an ugly word. Should we instead say I'm just reinterpreting our supposed friendship? Okay, very well. I mean, I think he's put his words very well there. I think we can't blame him. Makes sense what he's saying. If it was me, I'd probably do the same. Look how much stuff he's got. There's no point just leaving it there for no reason. So you might as well just declare war, really. But he's going to regret doing that, hopefully. We're going to have our worker on the move. Right, we want to move him 1. Can he still shoot anyone? No, he can't. Okay. but it's alright because it means we're safe from them too. As I said, provided we can get rid of that catapult, we should be safe. But that's the only thing that's keeping us safe at the moment. We could do with a bit of gold per turn, mate. 2 gold per turn would do nicely, thanks. Right, so the catapult's right there. How much damage can we do? We can do 50 damage on it this turn, I think. Ish, that's a very big ish. Wait, is there more over here? Barbarian horseman? Wow, we are in big trouble. Okay. I did not see this coming whatsoever. Well, actually I did really. I did say at the start of the game that there's a ton of warmongering civs in this game, but yeah, I suppose it's our own fault for not dealing with it early. Meanwhile, we've finished a worker here, so what should we get? Did we get a workboat? We didn't get a workboat, so we will get that workboat now. We'll also build the camp here. I suppose that means we can send him across to Babylon too. And I think if we do lose our capital, it'll be aptly named. Okay. This guy, yeah, okay, this guy's gonna get a promotion hopefully. Oh look, the barbarian has actually came to help us out. How kind. So we want to kill this one, I think. Okay, that's him most of the way down. And we've also got that one near the edge of death too. The horseman has left Babylon 2.0, he's left us alone. So we can send this guy back up there. Okay, we've got 1 unit left. It's getting tricky now. Where do we go? What do we do? Oh, it looks like that horseman was fended off a bit too easily. There's one down. Hopefully that other one that's on red is going to go pretty soon. And we're going to get a pikeman next turn too. And it should just be able to maul the enemy units. But for now, we're really going to have to hold on for whatever we've got, because we need to deal with that catapult as soon as we can. And look, they've even got composite bowmen coming in. Have we got construction yet? We've still not got construction. Okay. Not good at all. So what we're going to do to be able to utilise the pikeman, we're going to need to move bowman onto the hill, and we'll get him to shoot the catapult, and we'll get him to take out this guy. And that's it. We're on the winning front now. Well, we're not really quite yet, but hopefully we should be able to fend them off. Before we go for education, we're going to get construction so we can upgrade this bowman. What next though? Do we get a few more units? I think we're going to get a watermill. Just so that we can carry on increasing our food, because we may have a bit of trouble with that. It's lucky we got that worker just in time to get the camp though, because that's going to help us deal with the happiness being lost from losing that copper tile. Yeah, look at this, they're all running away now. They're regretting their actions. I think it's fair to say that the battle for Babylon has well and truly been won by us. Look at that, there's another one gone too. And I think with that, it's a perfect stage to end this episode of Civ 5. So yeah, I've been El-Zaiba, the Arab Gamer. I hope you had a good time watching. I will see you next time with more Civ A to Z. Or Z. Or Z. Maybe Z. Probably Z. I think it's Z. Yeah, let's go with Z.